is the book of Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan, coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Alright. Asher Shabbat, Israel. Asher Shabbat. Right. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you. Right, Israel? This is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai speaking. O children of Israel. And as you can see, Israel, O children of Israel. He's speaking to Israel and Israel only. Right? Israel only he's speaking to. Not the rest of the world. Right? Because it have 18 nations. 18 different nations it have in the world that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai created. And only one nation out of that 18 nation he had hold close and dearly to his heart, right? Which is the Hebrew Israelites, right? Us Hebrew Israelites. If you're watching this video and you're resonating and it's resonating with you, you are an Hebrew Israelite, right? Not like what some of them other camps is be preaching, telling you that here's a black Hebrew, right? It have no such thing as black. It have no such thing as white, right? There are different shades of brown. And the so-called white man who is Esau Edom, right? He is not white. He's a red-skinned person, right? If you watch them carefully, their blood is, you could see their blood through the skin. That's your redness you see in them, right? And us Hebrew Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? That are scattered on the four corners of the earth today. They have the ones who also look like the heathen nations, right? And this is the blunt truth. It have the ones who just look like the heathen nations. They look like Chinese. They look like real Indian people. They look like the Hamites, the real African big nose people. And it have the ones who also look like the so-called white man, right? But those Hebrew Israelites that are scattered on the four corners of the earth also, right? The speckled birds, they look like the heathen nations, yes, but they are not, because it starts from the seed of your father, not your mother. Your mother is just basically a incubator, right, to hold the child until the child reach 9 months old, and then the child will be born, right? Your mother womb is just basically the incubator. The man, right, the seed from the man is it comes from the sperm, right? that is basically where everything starts from, right? The seed from the man, right, is basically, all the seed in a man is basically is living organisms, right? Each one of them living organism. Girl, boy, that are girl, boy in there, right? The man carry the seed. The woman has a sage as the incubator for the child, to nurture the child up, right? And that is the truth. Not what he saw Edom, the so-called white man, the small hatters, the Caucasian men, the Caucasian people. Not what they teach you all, that the woman have more say in everything. No, that's a lie. Because women are created as just helpmeet, right? And you read in the book of Genesis, a woman is just created to do that, right? A helpmeet unto the man, a pillar of rest for the man. That is it, right? They had their duties, and we as men also have our duties. O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known, right? He's the only, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. He holds us dear to his heart. We are the apple of his eyes, right? Not the other nations. He never dealt so with the other nations. As the scriptures say, the other nations like a spittle unto him. It's like a drop from a bucket, right? It's for the Most High to say that the other nations is like a drop from a bucket. You go and fill a bucket of water and go to pick it up. Fill it up to the rim. And when you go to pick it up, see what will happen. And when that water drip out and fall out of the edges of the bucket, are you going to turn around to go and try to scoop up that water and put it back into the bucket? No, you ain't gonna do that. Right? And that is what the other nations is to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? They're like a drop from a bucket. That's how much they mean to him. They mean nothing to him. Right? Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Right? And that's why we're here today, going through all these different hell. And as Esau Edom teach all of you that hell is beneath the earth, and it have a red person with horns and a fork and a pointy tail chucking you when it is you do wrong, right? Or when you die, you're going to hell. And that is a lie. And that is what all they accept, right? That's what all they teach all the children, which is a lie, right? Because hell is just a lower state. Going through hell is just a lower state, right? You're doing something, you're going to work, you work, as soon as you get paid, something bad happen, where it is you can't be able to pay your bills. Because what happened, it basically, you could say, between life and death. So you had no choice but to use the money for that, right? And some of your bills might get put aside, right? Or your bill might be vice versa. Your bills organized, but the other situation you had to see about that was very important. It get put aside, right? And something bad happens, say like you lose your apartment, you lose your vehicle, some kind of thing like that, right? Those little things is like going through hell, it's pressure onto you, right? You're going through pain, agony, getting sick, going through pain, right? Losing certain part, getting cut in the flesh, losing certain part, losing a certain amount of blood, going through all kind of different problems in your life growing up. That is going through hell. That is hell. But no, what all you want to hear is smooth words, right? That's what all you want to hear, smooth words. What we are the men of the Lord here to do, we're here to teach, right? A lot of people look at us and tell themselves, look at them. They're always out there every week on the highways and byways preaching, They look at us and they laugh and mock and scoff at us, thinking that, something wrong with us, to make us feel like to make us feel bad. We don't be feeling bad, but what all they're doing, all they basically showing the truth, or they showing that the scriptures is correct, right? Because when we preach the word, they will listen. Salakia, when we preach the word, they will listen, right? Only the elect will come up to us and listen to us, right? The ones who seek in the Lord, the true power, not that so-called white man with blue eyes and blonde hair that is called Jesus Christ, not he, right? The white man put him there. That's Cesare Borgia, right? Pope Alexander the Sixth. That's his son, right? A man who liked little boys and little girls. That's the image they gave you all to worship, but yet still all you believe that lie and want to dwell around that and dwell around them other different gods that they have out there, that the Lord, that our forefathers never knew. We out here all the time preaching this word and making sure and wake people up, right? But no one wants to hear. Why? Because they feel that we way how we speak, they think we rude, they think we disrespectful. We're not disrespectful. We come out here and we teach the word. But you really don't want Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to come up to you and teach you, or to tell you for himself, because how he speaks with lightning, thunder, earthquakes, all these different things. See, this is how he speak, right? That's how Yahweh Hashem Yahushai speak, right? But he speak through us. As the man of the Lord, he speak through us, right? We come out and we hit you the blunt truth, right? We come out and hit you the blunt truth, but that's just how it is. Let me just get this scripture here. Just bear with me, Babu Kasha. It's 2 Corinthians 11 and 6. But though I be rude in speech, ye not, Salakia, yet not in knowledge, right? Although we be rude in speech, because a lot of them look at us and say, we like to cuss and say this and say that. How again you want us to talk, right? We can't be speaking smooth words, because when you speak smooth words, the only nation that speak smooth words is Esau Edom, right? The Edomites, right? Waters be in their heart, but they speak smooth words, and that's what all they want to hear. But we not speaking smooth words, right? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is like a parent to us, right? A grandfather to us. You see a child doing wrong, what do you think will happen? Your parents going to cut your ass, hit you a few tap, right, over your head, pinch you, hit you on your hand, talk to you once, twice, the third time they will whale your ass. These are the things that your parents will do. This is the same way Yahweh Bashem Yahushai the street, his people, us Israelites, right? That's why every day we just go through some sort of problems, because no one wants to turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. No one. That's why 2/3 of Israel is going to die, and 1/3 of Israel is going to be saved, right? Plus the 144,000 hopefully elect. Lord willing, I'll be part of that number. And Lord willing, you all who listen to my videos, be part of that number and follow Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? But this is not no laughing or giggling time to skin and grin, right? But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been truly made manifest among you in all things, right? So you all keep studying that. We're gonna have you're gonna have another length of years again here, right? That's a lie, right? Because Esau Edom kingdom is coming to an end. You could say basically end already, right? Because everything, the MOTB, everything is in Trinidad and Tobago already. It's in different parts of the world already, right? Those things is like coals in your city right now. It's just to kindle the fire underneath it and start the fire and start the heat, right? Because they all have a plan, right? They all have a plan. And this week coming up here is the Passover coming up here, right? From the 5th of next month to the 12th, right? And that Passover, day after that Passover, that's basically a new year, right? Esau Edom calendar that you all know about right now is not the right calendar, because today is the Sabbath, right? From next week it will be starting the Passover, right? And that would be like basically going into the new year originally. And that is where things are going to even amp up even more in this earth, right? Because all these things we just be talking and preaching, this Western society, it's fake. It teaches you a lot of false doctrine, a lot of false history, right? They try to hide everything. When it is we preach this word and we talk loud, the Lord say what the Lord say. That's roughly paraphrasing. Cry aloud and spare not. Right? Cry aloud and spare not. That's what you say. Because all they want to hear is smooth words. There's the book of Isaiah 58 and 1, and it reads, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." And the house of Jacob is Israel, right? Jacob name turned to Israel, right? So the 12 tribes of Israel, you know, I will do our next video on that, you know, showing the 12 tribes. But the 12 tribes of Israel have sinned, right? We have sinned. We are weak in this flesh. And that's why this time now, we have to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? But you don't want to be sitting on there and still studying that, you know, you want to hear smooth words, you don't want to hear no cursing, you don't want to think, you know, you think we want to really curse at all and tell all of these harshful things, you know? No, we don't want to really talk like that because, you know, we all grow up a certain way in this world here, right? But we had to put away those worldly shit, right? Turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, be men. Be men, you know, organize yourself and be a man and push this word, you know, cry aloud and spare not, as the scripture read, right? Isaiah 58 and 1. This Psalms 55 and verse 21, and it reads, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, right? And this is not how we as men of the Lord speak. This is talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man, right? Top banking families, the Rockefellers and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and them, right? And moved on. You know the head banks. These are the people who run the world. They control the money. So what you think? They control the world too. They control the governments. Everybody have to answer to them, right? These assholes and them is trillionaires. Everything they say, people, they do, right? These are the ones who speak smooth, you know, smoother than butter, you know, softer than oil, but yet still they just draw swords. Swords is what? Weapons. Your modern day weapon, all these things. These are the things that Esau Edom do, and he goes into. Let's see if I can get our next precept there quick. It's Proverbs 26 and 23. Salakia. Proverbs 26 and 23. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a posture covered with silver gross. Salakia. Those, right? He that hateth Salakia, right? He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him, right? When he speaketh fear, believe him not, right? So all the lies and all the different things that you heard since you're born growing up, you know, you had to get rid of all that dotishness you learn. Throw it in the dustbin. Walk outside and go down the road, throw it out, let the garbage truck go and pick it up. Get rid of that. That's a set of nonsense they teach everybody on this earth. Right? When he speaketh fear, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations in his heart, right? And the number 7 goes in to a lot, right? Completion. There's so many, right? 7 is completion. It is so freaking many abomination this devil have in his heart, right? Job 9:24, the earth is handed over to the wicked. So much abomination this man does and do. The ways that he just do things, the ways that he have the whole world following, and you Israelites and them following with him gladly. That's why in the scriptures it says, ye are like your father the devil. And who you think they're talking about? This devil here, Esau Edom. Right? Let us read down here. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Right? So when we speak this word and we teach this, and you hear these things from the different men of the Lord from around the world and whatnot, whoever else it is be listening to, right? What the scriptures say? When it is we preaching this word and trying to let all you know what time it is, and all you want to listen, all you look at we is all the enemy. What the scriptures say, right? Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Huh? Become your enemy because we tell you the truth? We let you know what it is this time, what time it is, right? Doesn't matter what country you're from. Don't matter what you look like, right? Just know you're in this truth. Just know you're listening to the men of the Lord, right? Lord willing, we be part of that number, that hopefully like, right? That 144,000, right? We keep pushing this word and we keep trying our best. We're not doing this for no money. We're not doing anything for no money. We're not like all your favorite pastors and them, you know, ones who in shirt and tie and looking for money and all them dotishness and in a big building with all kind of crosses all over the freaking place, you know. The Lord do dwell in places that is built with hands, right? It have the scripture also talking about you mustn't have no engraved images, right? That idolism. Pay attention to all these things. Do your reading, do your research. Listen to the man of the Lord. You women out there, right? The sincere aquats. I hope all you continue listening and learning in silence. And the men of the Lord, the sincere Akim, keep pushing this word. You know, try your best to go out on the highways and byways and teach this word. Because the end is almost there. It's almost up. Right? Anyway, shalom.